Greetings to my dear brothers and sisters in Christ. My name is Alvin Binoy, and today I'll be reflecting upon the Bible chapter Jeremiah chapter 18 verses 1 to 6, which entails upon today's theme, our bodies, vessels of clay. In this chapter, God sends his prophet Jeremiah to a potter's house where he's watching clay being reshaped on a wheel. The potter notices a flaw in the vessel that he's forming, so he reshapes it into something new which he believes is better. Then God says to Jeremiah, "Can I not do with you as this potter does?" Throughout the Bible, us humans are described as clay, and God is the potter. We are fragile, temporary, and imperfect, which is clear from the way that vessels crack, tire, age, and they ultimately fail. Yet somehow, God chooses this material to hold his work. He doesn't just discard clay because it's weak. He chooses clay because it's moldable, just like us human beings. But I will reflect upon that later. Being a vessel of clay means that we should accept ourselves as not being self-made. We are held in the hands of a God who sees what we can become even when we cannot. The potter is never surprised by the imperfections of the clay. He expects resistance, rough edges, and moments where the vessel collapses. But he knows exactly how to rebuild those imperfections. Sometimes in life, we feel that we are the wheel, where the wheel is spinning, being unpredictable, and stretching aside in directions we couldn't even expect. Sometimes we feel the pressure of God's hands, shaping our character, correcting our course, and smoothing what has become hardened in our lives. I myself have felt the vessel collapsing, where plans have been broken and my strength has ultimately failed me. For example, when exam season is nearing, the pressure really strikes me as I realize that I have to focus on studying, whilst also thinking about the possibility of what my grades could become. And my parents, they don't really make this any better. But rather than deepening the negativity of the situation, I reflect upon Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5, which states that we should trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. So, as a result of that, I take a break for a short period from my studies and look to the Lord, seeking for advice, as I know that through him, such extraordinary things are possible. He aids me in alleviating my mind from the stress of life, and he enables me to focus on my future. So, as part of God's creation, we must continue to develop our faith, stay obedient, and trust in the Lord with all our heart, soul, strength, and mind, as told in Matthew chapter 22, verses 37. I would also like to note how the message of Jeremiah is that collapse isn't the end. In the potter's hands, the brokenness is the beginning of something new. So I ask you that from today onwards, we can surrender ourselves to the process, that we should trust in the pressure God has posed on us. We must acknowledge that God isn't finished with us, but we should also remember that although we are vessels of clay, we have been vessels that are chosen, that are not disregarded. We have been formed continually remade by the potter himself. I thank you so much for listening and wish you a blessed day ahead.